Housing package passed by Congress has wide appeal, but it's no quick fix. That's the headline from the New York Times, and it tells you almost everything you need to know right there. For the first time in more than 30 years, Congress has passed a major legislative package aimed at making housing more affordable in America. It's called the 21st Century Road to Housing Act, and it's a roughly 380-page bill that cleared its final hurdle on Tuesday. The core idea is straightforward: build more homes, and eventually prices come down. For homeowners, for renters, for everyone. What's striking about this bill is how rare it is politically. Democrats and Republicans, who almost never agree on anything these days, actually hammered this one out together. Economists support it. Housing policy experts support it. Groups that advocate for low-income renters support it. The National Association of Home Builders supports it. The White House praised it, and President Trump had planned to sign it Wednesday until he abruptly canceled that signing, tying it to an unrelated bill on voting restrictions. So right now, the bill's immediate fate is in limbo. But here's the bigger tension the story is really wrestling with: even if it gets signed, will it matter fast enough for the millions of Americans who are struggling right now? The numbers are sobering. Rents are still up nearly 38% from the start of the pandemic, according to Zillow. The average price of a single-family home is now about 5 times the median household income. The average 30-year mortgage rate sits around 6.5%, which is keeping would-be buyers out of the market and keeping current owners locked in place, afraid to sell and lose their low rates. And with the Federal Reserve expected to hold rates steady or even raise them, relief on that front doesn't look likely anytime soon. So what does the bill actually do? It loosens federal regulations on new housing development, things like environmental review requirements, so that builders can break ground faster and at lower cost. It creates model zoning plans that local governments can adopt. And it redirects billions in federal grants to reward communities that actually build new housing. The goal is to close a national shortfall that experts estimate sits somewhere between 1 million and 6 million homes, depending on who you ask. The problem is that none of this happens overnight. Experts compare it to the bipartisan infrastructure law passed in 2021, also popular, also significant, but the money took years to flow, and voters who wanted faster results grew impatient. One housing researcher at UC Berkeley put it bluntly: basically nothing in this bill will be felt on the ground by November's elections. That's the political bind. With midterms less than 5 months away, mortgage rates rising, and inflation picking back up partly due to the war with Iran, families are running low on patience. Supporters of the bill are essentially asking Americans to trust a long game: more construction now, lower prices years from now. Dennis Shea of the Bipartisan Policy Center put it this way: you can't oversell the impact of the bill, but it is going to have a positive impact over time. That's the honest assessment. Not a magic fix. Not immediate relief. But a real, bipartisan attempt to address one of the most stubborn problems in American life, and the first major legislative effort to do so in a generation. This has been your housing policy update. We'll be watching to see if the president signs it into law.